So these are all the diatonic seventh chords in the major scale. The 1 chord starting on G, 1 major 7, then the 2 chord, minor 7, it's A minor 7, then the 3 chord, also minor 7, the 4 chord is major 7, 5 chord is dominant 7th, 6 chord is minor 7, 7 chord is half diminished, and back to the 1 chord, which is major 7. So we'll go all the way up, we'll go all the way down. We're going to go from G to C and use the little gear icon in the low corner of the YouTube video window so that you can slow the video down to a point where you can play it. The Noteflight file is there too, and you can play along with the Noteflight file. Here's a few tricks on how you do that. I left 2 bars of 2/4 up front so that you could hit play and have a moment to grab your guitar and hear the count off and then jump right into the exercise. But you can delete those 2 bars if you want to. Anyway, the way I advise you to go through this is to hit play and then start playing along. You can hit pause and go right over to this sound section here and then choose the speed slider. The speed slider is not going to change the metronome setting, but it will change the of the file, but it will change the way it plays back for you. So here I am at 60%. So that may be a good starting point for some of you. So go ahead and do that. Go over to play and then change that slider down to something you can play. Here's another tip. If you select the first measure here of the exercise, you're going to see these bars come up top that have a play button per bar. That will allow you to repeat that bar over and over again if you hit this little repeat button here. Until you get it right and clean. If you hold Shift and hit the next bar, now you've got 2 bars that will repeat. Spacebar will stop that, of course. So once you've got the whole thing down, and you can select as much as you want, I'll go from, let's say I'll go from here. I'll select this bar, I'll go all the way to here and repeat that much. It'll just repeat the ascending study in G, and then you can go down in G. Again, selecting what you need to work on. Then it goes up a half step, and up a half step, and up a half step, until you've got the whole study done all the way up to C. So you'll get your speed from here. I'll set that back to 100. And if you don't want the metronome on, or you don't want to hear the guitar, you go over to Mixer, over here. So you can turn down the metronome, or turn it off completely. And if you just want to play unaccompanied, the metronome will go for you. All right, I'm going to play the whole exercise in its entirety. And in your Google Classroom, when you see this file here, it will be synced with the YouTube video. You can undo that if you want, but I used this sync button to put in the YouTube video of me playing the actual exercise. So you can feel free to remove that if you want, or play along with it.